Hey guys, it's Jessica, and today I'm sharing another movement activity game for speech therapy. Before I get started, I wanted to let you know I have made 20 movement activities that I'm sharing with you for free. If you are interested in this and you would like to have them all written out in an organized manner, you're gonna wanna grab this calendar I've linked in the description. If video is more your style, make sure you stay tuned at the end for the next video in this entire movement series. So all 20 videos are linked in this one playlist. Okay, today's activity, I'm going to tell you how I use these little balancing step toys for speech therapy. I'm going to share two different games that I've used with you, or that I've used with my students. I'm going to share them with you today. Before I show you though, let's talk about these for a second. This is what I use. They are called turtle steps, but I've seen them lots of different ones. Sometimes they have them in like different shapes. I got these on Amazon. They're called turtle steps. They look kind of like this. They come in different sizes in the box, and the students stand on them, and it just practices balancing skills. I love to incorporate these whenever I can because my students just think it's really fun to try to balance on them. So let me show you two games that I have done using these balancing toys in my own speech room. Okay, so here's the setup for game number one. I've set the balancing toys up in a circle. Underneath each balancing toy, I have put an articulation target. You can put whatever target you're working on underneath these toys, so whatever picture cards you need. Then what the students will do is I will set a timer for, say, 30 seconds to a minute, or maybe less. The students run around the ring until I call the timer, or until the timer goes off. Whatever balancing toy they are on, they step off it, they practice that target, and then we do it again. To mix this game up, you could try having students maybe hop on one foot around the circle, or you could have them do maybe like a bear crawl from turtle shell to turtle shell. You could have them do different kind of walks. Maybe they go forward and then they go backwards. Maybe they hop on 2 feet. So do each of these activities for, a few rounds, and just do some different styles of walking to go around each turtle shell in the circle. Okay, here is activity number 2 that you could do with these turtle shell balancing things. You can see right down there at the far end, I've got a pile of stimulus cards. And what your student is going to do is they're going to take the card, they're going to take one at a time, they're going to run across the turtle things, and they're going to move the cards from one end of this line to the other. So what I would have my students do is practice their target at the end of the line on one end, and then at the end of the line on the other end, just to help them get a little bit more practice. What you can do is you can time them to see how long it takes them to move all of their cards from one side to the other, and each time they're racing to try and do it a little bit faster. You can also mix this up by, again, changing how students move across the little balancing steps. Are they jumping on 2 feet, jumping on 1 feet? Are they doing a bear walk across it? Are they maybe doing a crab walk across it? Are they doing walking forwards? Are they walking backwards? So you can see how you can mix this up to keep it a little bit more engaging just by making these small little tweaks. Also, I wanted to say these I'm using, articulation is really easy to show you guys examples for these, but I know that if you're creative, you can find ways to use these for language kids, pragmatics, stuttering. Really, I'm just trying to give you an example of activities, and then you can use your creative thinking to adapt this for your caseload and your clients and their specific needs, because there is no way that I could ever know all of the needs of all of these students. So anyways, I hope you have fun trying to adapt this for your caseload. If you get the calendar or you watch the videos in the playlist, you will see that I use these little balancing things in a bunch of different activities just as a fun way to mix things up and make it a little bit more challenging Plus, they have the added bonus of if your students are needing to work, especially on that core strength or balance, it's just a fun way to sneak it in another way. I know that's not our scope of practice, but I do know that we share a lot of students with OT and PT, and sometimes we know that, some of those things. If not, it doesn't really matter because it's just kind of a fun way to, again, add movement to your speech therapy students, which is our ultimate goal of this activity. So, again, I have that calendar linked in the description. If you liked this, please click to the next video and watch another free movement activity for speech therapy.